Oi is one of Brazil's biggest telecoms groups, with more than 73 million customers across mobile, broadband, pay TV and fixed line services. Bayard Gontijo took over last year with a mandate to cut costs and transform the balance sheet, even as the Brazilian economy has slowed. In this week's View from the Top, I met with Mr. Gontijo and I started by asking him about his outlook for the Brazilian economy.
Well, the Brazilian economy is going through a difficult phase, I would say. It's going to be hard this year, probably next year still. Inflation is running 8–9%. Interest rates are going up, unemployment increasing as well. But I think the country itself, we have potential there. There is a big market there, 200 million inhabitants. So we will recover.
What sort of structural or economic reforms do you think needs to be progressed?
Well, Brazil needs political reform, definitely. We have to approach the tax reform as well, which is being discussed in Brazil for a while, and I think it's the right time to approach it. Bureaucracy in Brazil has to be as well addressed. I would say those three things are extremely important for the future of the country, and I think we have the right conditions to start approaching those things on the next years.
And now to talk specifically about the telecom sector, I mean, clearly the telecoms market has benefited for the last few years on the back of the Brazilian economic boom. I mean, how do you see the telecoms market now shaping up? You've got so many different things in terms of technologies coming through and mobile and fixed super-fast broadband coming through into the consumer space. Do you see this as counter-cyclical in the economic space?
What I do think is that telecom is a defensive business. It's becoming more and more important in the daily activities of people. I mean, it's hard to see someone that does not use internet, send emails, talk on the phone. Even pay TV is getting more and more relevant to the families. Therefore, I think that in that sense, we are in a defensive business, which is good. The economy of Brazil, again, it's going through a difficult phase. But I think the market is becoming more rational at the same time, which is good as well because it protects the companies and it protects us from bad debt and from the delinquency in terms of payments as well. So I think the market more rational. Prices went up this year a little bit, which is completely new for Brazil. Since privatization, prices were going down every year with the inflation or not, and this it was slightly different. So I think we are trying to do a market repair there, and it's happening. It's good for all.
And the company itself has clearly gone through its ups and downs in the last year or two, very well documented. But you're now in a position of transformation, I guess you'd describe it as, cost-cutting, balance sheet repair. How confident are you that the set of corporate reforms that you've put in place will end up with a fully functioning business?
I am extremely confident. We put together a transformational office back in December. At the beginning of the year, when I came here last time to talk to investors and analysts, we had like 130 initiatives in terms of cost reduction. We have, as of today, 290. It means we're going after all the opportunities in the cost and expenses lines. We're going after renegotiation of contracts. We're going after reduction of fleet. We're going after optimization of staff. So we're doing everything we can to become a leaner company and to prepare the company for the future, for growth. And it's going well. We're going to definitely deliver on what we told the market was the guidance for EBITDA for this year, 7 to 7.4 billion reais in the Brazilian routine EBITDA, and an improvement in the cash flow operations of 1.2 to 1.8 billion reais.
And tell me, how disappointed were you ultimately to have to sell Portugal Telecom as you have done and come and bring this combined Brazilian-Portuguese empire to a halt?
It was important because we had problems last year, as the market knows. I mean, we were failing in terms of delivering what we promised to the market, operationally speaking. We had problems in terms of liquidity. We were facing challenges in terms of financial covenants, and selling PT was extremely important to reestablish the liquidity of the company, to renegotiate the financial covenants of the company, and now being able to focus on the operations only and focusing on what we have to do to transform the business itself.
Fantastic. Mr. Gontijo, thank you so much for taking us through that. And now are you ready to play our long-short game?
Yes.
Thank you. First of all, let's start off with the economy. The Brazilian economy in 1 year.
Long.
The Brazilian economy in 5 years.
Long.
The Brazilian real.
Long.
Petrobras shares.
Long.
Telecoms consolidation.
Long.
2G.
Short.
5G.
Short.
The Internet of Things.
Long.
And FIFA.
Short.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Gontijo.
Thank you.